Silent was as her name suggested. She had a tongue, but she used it only to taste. Her hands never clapped, her feet never stomped. She neither hummed nor sang. Silent, born into a society of strict instruction, followed her guidebook at all times. Its first rule for her existence was, remind yourself daily not to tell your stories. Live in silence. And so she did. Silent was proud of her ability to live by her code. What story did she have to tell anyway? And who would listen? She didn't want to tell about her painting skills, about her many mistakes, and definitely would never even think about sharing her desire for the freedom to make noise. One morning, while on her way to the market, Silent noticed a sign on the door of a shop that she was sure had never been occupied until that day. It read, "I am here to help you." Curious, Silent stood staring at the sign when suddenly the door opened and a small, friendly hand invited her in. The hand belonged to a brightly dressed woman. "It's true, you know," she said. "I am here to help you." Silent, not used to such attention, didn't know what to do and could imagine no way that she needed help. "I take it from your lack of response that perhaps you are called Silent," accurately guessed the mysterious stranger. "Here's what I suggest. Go to the top of the mountain and throw a single rock off the cliff. Then imagine what it is you desire and consider a new name." "What would I want with a new name?" thought Silent, and she left the shop to continue to the market. Only her feet refused to take her to finish her errands. Rather, they turned her toward the mountain path and carried her all the way to the peak. Then her hand, which had been resting quietly in her pocket, grabbed a small stone. Silent's arm threw the stone off the cliff. Silent, surprised by these actions, was even more surprised by the sound she had just created. As the stone fell, it crashed on the cliff wall, rolled for a while, and continued with a racket to the canyon floor. Each time the stone hit the earth, it made such a noise that bounced from canyon wall to canyon wall and seemed to get louder with each contact. Silent, recalling the strange woman's instructions, nervously realized she had just fulfilled her desire to make a lot of noise. She then, as she had been told to do, considered a new name. "Echo," she thought. "That's who I am. Echo." And she yelled it to the hills. From then on, after editing her guidebook, Silent, now called Echo, told every story and found that others loved to listen.